what's better, the Pinpoint or the platform serve stance? I know a lot of coaches have strong opinions on this, and my opinion is, well, it depends. So today I've got a lesson for you showing you the difference between a platform and a Pinpoint stance, and you can decide what's best for you. This is one of dozens of tips inside my brand new challenge, the 7-Day Serve Challenge. You're absolutely gonna love it. You can sign up for free. We're starting February 21st, so make sure you sign up today by going to 7dayservechallenge.com, or you can click the card right up here or go in the description box. All right, let's get into today's lesson so you can decide what's the best serve stance. Start your serve. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is I want you to lay your towel at an angle like this so that we're not doing some of the serve no-nos. You know, if your legs are too straight like this, which I see a lot of people do, you're not gonna get the rotation. Remember when we showed you Federer, how you can see his chest and he's not really working hard in the rotation to get that rotation to work based off his stance. Also, some other recreational players stand like this. Again, it's gonna be hard to build that natural rotation there. So if you just put your towel on an angle like this and you get comfortable, you don't have to be way back to where you're forcing and it doesn't feel comfortable for you. This should not feel awkward. This should feel pretty relaxed. I like to call it like the party stance, like you're just kind of hanging out, listening to someone talk. This is a great stance. So when I come here now and I go into my serve, as I come back, you can see, especially if I, which we'll get into the toss a little more on another day, but as I move my toss arm like this and then push it out, you can now see my chest really easy as I do this. So the first thing I want you to do is just to get comfortable with this stance, because for some of you might not be comfortable. I also want you to serve to the box that's easiest to hit, okay? So it might be tough for you as a righty, right? If you were angled this way and you're not used to this, to then serve over there. So I want the righties to be serving to the ad box. I want my lefties to be serving to the deuce box, just so you can get comfortable in this stance and you don't feel like it's a long way to go and rotate if your body's not used to this, to hit this serve. And then all I want you to do is I want you to just work on moving this toe into the serve, okay? And this is great for a warm-up too, as you're hitting your first serves, is to get used to just pushing this in. This is gonna help us with the power. As you watch boxers punch, right, and baseball batters hit, and golfers drive, and tennis players obviously hit too, that toe is so important. It's also gonna help get our toss under control. So all we can do is just stand here and hit right on the towel to warm up and turn that toe into the serve. That's all you're allowed to move in the beginning. And I want you to do a minimum of 15 of those. So that's 15 reps that you're gonna do just getting used to being on the towel. Now the next thing you can do is you can put another towel forward, or I'm gonna just take a pad here. I'm gonna try and get my foot in this box. And I like to call this the baseball pitcher finish. So where I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna hit the serve, I'm gonna rotate, and then I'm going to land right around there. I'm gonna try and fit my toe right inside of that as I'm hitting. So again, setting, feeling that balance, hitting the serve, coming around right there. Toe pointed right to the target. Boom, and just doing that over and over again. Getting set, getting comfortable on my towel, not losing my balance, and hitting right through. And you can see I'm pretty consistent. You want to hold that finish there for a good 1 beat, like count 1 Mississippi. Hold it there and really get comfortable with that. And then once you do that, once you get those first 2 moves down, then what you can do is you can start to jump into your serve. And this is where we're gonna get into a little bit of individual preference when you're jumping. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna come here and I'm going to keep both feet on the towel, not move anyone up, not slide any up. And I'm just gonna get here and work on jumping. And now you can decide if a jump is something that you like for your serve or not. So you can decide, like, do I serve better and more control when I jump? Do I lose control in the air? it takes you a while to get used to jumping anyway when you're serving, but you also want to make sure that you're nice and balanced. Notice how I'm landing into the court. I mean, I'm pretty comfortable jumping, and right now I'm not sliding my foot up. So that's the first thing you want to try. Option number 2, once you get used to this kind of balance, you can also play around with, because you want to know, you don't want to go back and forth between doing one or the other, which I've had some students say, like, I don't know, sometimes I do it this way, sometimes I do it that way. So when I play a match, I prefer to slide up. So I like to slide up inside the sneaker. This is key. You see the way my feet are right now? That's key. What you don't want to do is slide outside the sneaker, because then you tend to over rotate. You'll hit a lot of serves to the wrong box. When you do that, lose a lot of power. So now what I'm going to practice is, first I'm just going to practice staying on the ground again. Do I feel comfortable with just coming here, keeping that back foot on the ground, then coming around? Or do I like to slide the foot up and hit? Okay, you don't even have to jump to be a slider. Some people just really like to slide that foot up and hit that serve. Okay, and you decide what you like better. Then you can decide, okay, do I like to jump and keep both feet planted and hit the serve? Or do I prefer to slide up into the serve? Come here, slide up and hit. I much prefer to slide up and hit. I feel like it gives me a better rhythm, but I'm not here to tell you one is better than the other. This is just better for me. I like to come here in my stance, rotate, slide up, and hit those serves. Feels much better for me. Okay, so you just do those 3 exercises, do about 15 reps each. All right, so that's going to take you about 45 serves. So this is going to be a practice that anybody can do within their day. And then we're going to go to our second key move of the day, which is so important. You cannot overdo these next drills we're about to go through.